Hey guys, what's going on? Jenko Sports here, bringing you another Madden Ultimate Team video. This time though is something a little different. Now instead of going straight into games, we're going to review each player in this week's Team of the Week, judged on their rarity, their value, their stats, and should you pick one up, would it be a worthy addition to your team? So we start off with this week's running back. It's Davis from the Chiefs. Now there wasn't a lot to say because his stats are average, he's quite common, and if you need him for a team that's great, but you can get a lot better. If you need him for the collection, definitely pick him up while he's cheap. Now this man, Jeremy Macklin, had a monster game against Washington this past weekend, and you can see already he's very rare. There's only a few on the market currently. Goes for about 150k, so whether you need him in your team or no, it's a lot to pay for a receiver, with most coming in about 84, 85 overall. The stats they offer are good. Macklin being 86, his stats have improved. He's got some brilliant catch in traffic, so if you play that short style offense, this could really be a good addition to the squad. For the collection though, 150k is what you're looking at on average, so not a bad player to come by, but if you get him in a pack, you're going to make a definite profit. The other wide receiver was Sanders from the Denver Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders goes for about 20k and 84 overall, so 2 lower than J-Mac, but still a worthy purchase, and you can see the difference. The difference in stats, however, isn't that much. I mean, he's a much better option if you're looking for an actual receiver for your team, then that's a much better way to go. He's still got that 90 elusiveness, 80 catching, 92 speed, very good at breaking away down the wing, down the flanks. So if you want to bring him into your team, definitely do so. If you need him for the collection, it's not going to break your bank too much. So while this guy's cheap, whilst he's quite common, pick him up, because that may not stay for too long. As with this man, Rashad Jennings, running back from the New York Giants, also had quite a big game. It wasn't enough really to fix all of the Giants' problems, but definitely a sign of improvement. This man you can get for about 20k cheapest buy now, 92 acceleration. So if you play those short inside zone plays or the 0-1 traps quite a lot, then this could be the player for you. If you prefer going for the big games, then maybe look at another running back for your team. But for 20k, he'll go into the collection nice and cheaply for now. His stats are okay should you want to try him out, and it's always good to make a profit on if you do get him from a pack. But our next player, then we move on to the defensive side of the football now, and our first one is McClendon from the Steelers. Now 83 defensive tackle, about 25k at the moment. There's one there for 17 you saw at the bottom, so cheapest is 14, most expensive about 23. His stats are very good, 91 tackling. You can see the pass blocking is simply staggering. A very good tackle to get him into your squad, but if you want him for the collection, he's not that rare at all. One of the more common players from packs, and he will definitely fit in very nicely to any pass rush based team. So next man on the list is Jenkins, outside linebacker. Not too many on the market, but again it sits around the 20k mark. Cheapest at the moment is about 25k. Price is soaring as high as 40. Now for the price, this man is very worth it. Probably the most worthy player of the price tag for week 3 team of the week. Just look at those stats: 90 acceleration, 86 speed, 84 strength. His lowest statistic is 82. It's a phenomenally good card. +5 on the man defense as well. For the price, it's definitely worth it, and probably the most worthwhile player you'll get in team of the week. Now this one, not so worth it, quite common, and somehow still goes for a very large amount as well. This one being Corey Liuget from the San Diego Chargers, goes for around 38 to 45k. Stats very good. You can see does lack a little bit in speed, but that's not really the main statistic you look at for a player in that position. Now you can see this card has been acquired by a pack pull, so he is still quite common. Holds his price very high. Now I don't understand why. There are a lot of players around the same rating that come at a much cheaper price. One's about 4 or 5k. So if you are looking for a replacement for your team, this may not be the one. However, by far the rarest and most expensive player in this week's Team of the Week is Carter, the outside linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. Bruce had a sensational game. 12 tackles, 2 pass breakups, 1 quarterback hit. His stats definitely show that. Speed 92, acceleration 90, strength is through the roof. The man is a monster. Just look at the size of him. Absolutely insane right outside linebacker. For an 85 overall, his stats are worthy of at least an 87 or an 88, and that's why he goes for 200k. So for the collection, this is the most expensive player on the market. For a team, this is probably one of the best in the position you can get without going into your elite linebackers, and will fit into any style of team easily. So if you're going to pick up any player from Team of the Week, you've got a little bit of money to spend, definitely look at Bruce Carter. Other than that, Jeremy Maclin may be a man to look at, or in fact maybe one of your cheaper wide receivers, or Rashard Jennings will fit nicely into one of your shorter style passing teams. If you have liked this video, please give it a like. I'm not sure if you want me to do more of these or one a week for each of the Team of the Weeks that come out. I hope you found it insightful. From myself, Jenko Sports, I'll see you a little bit later today for another video.